everybody, I'm Darlene and I would like to welcome y'all to my kitchen. Today I'm going to be making something really special, at least I think it is. I'm making classic English toffee and I think it's so good. It's so good. I love it. Anyway, if you like toffee and you like chocolate, you're going to absolutely love this. So, our ingredients that we need today are, I have sugar, I have some pecan pieces, and then we have vanilla, we have some water, 2 sticks of butter, I have some salt, and then we have some chocolate chips. I'm just using the semi-sweet chocolate chips. So, that's all we need. Alrighty, so let's get busy. Okay, so move some of this stuff out of the way. And the first thing I'm going to start with is our pecans. We need half a cup of pecans. I have half a cup of pecans, and my bag, these are not toasted yet. My bag, this just happens to be for cooking, anything like that. If I want to just eat it like a snack, then I have to bake them in the oven for about 3 minutes at 250. Or I can toast them. So I'm going to toast them on top of the stove. Just turn that on to medium. And I'm going to put my pecans, half a cup, into my skillet, and we're going to just toast them up for a few minutes. You can put them in the oven, or a little toaster oven works perfect. I decided to go ahead and do it on the stove so y'all could just see me do it. But yeah, you can do it in the oven or in a toaster oven, and like 250 degrees for 3 to 5 minutes, but about 3 minutes works. So we'll just let that get warm because you want them to toast. Now, if your bag says they're already toasted, you won't have to do this. But sometimes you get them when they're not. And I needed to let y'all know that. So, okay. Now, okay, so what we're going to do while we're waiting on our pecans to get toasted is to prepare a pan. Today we need a 9x9, or I have an 8x11, so that's equivalent. So what I'm going to do is I have aluminum foil, and I want a heavy duty one if you've got it. If you don't have the heavy duty, then you can use 2 sheets of the thinner foil that you have. So I have a heavy one, so I just needed one. And I want to put this into my pan where it overlaps on the sides. Oh, by the way, I almost did it wrong. Use the shiny, coated side, put it on the other side. Do not have it next to your food. So put it on the bottom. Put it into the bottom, and we're going to have this hanging out on the side, but put your foil down in real good. And I'm going to stir my pecans a little bit. Okay, I'm going to put them on for 1 more minute. Okay. Like I said, it takes about 3 minutes to do that. So this will be easy to work with because you don't have to grease it or anything like that. You don't have to spray it. But if you have the 9x9 pan, that works great. It can be glass, it can be your metal, whatever you've got, but this one is equivalent to the 9x9. Like I said, this is the 8x11. So just coat it. Make sure you've got this part hanging out the sides. It'll make it easier for you later. And I'm just going to set that aside. And my pecans are done. They're done. I can tell by looking at them. And you can buy them either way, where they're already toasted or not. I'm going to turn that off. It won't let me. There you go. Alrighty. Let that sit there for just a second. And now we need a heavy pan, and it needs to be a 2 or 2.5 quart pan. It needs to be a heavy duty one if you've got one. I wouldn't recommend using a coated pan. Don't use one of those. I wouldn't. I think it would mess up your coating in your pan. So if you've got a stainless steel pan, that would be great. And the heavier the better. So, and then I'm going to use a wooden spoon. Wooden spoon. So, alrighty. So I'm going to get my sugar and my butter, salt, and water. Okay, so we need 1 cup of sugar. And I'm going to bring my camera up here. Yes, I am. But we want 1 cup of sugar. I'm going to go ahead and put it in my pan. And my butters. Let me grab another knife. Use this one. I'm just putting it into some pieces. It's not turned on or nothing yet. So we're going to be doing this on the stove. And we're going to stay right with it while we're fixing it. Put all your butter. We are doing 2 sticks. We need both of them. Now my butter is not real hard. I took it out earlier and it has softened. It's not real soft, but I mean it's pretty soft. It doesn't have to be melted or anything. You can take it right out of the fridge. It'll be fine. Either way, we're going to be getting it warm and melting it. Toffee's been around for years, but this particular way and this particular kind, I love. And I think that you guys will too. I really do. I know you are. I like it. I love it. And I like this better than a lot of other Toffees. I really do. This is special. This is special, and I'm sharing it with y'all. I'm going to be putting this on this back burner back here. And I'm going to turn that on right now down to medium. And I'm going to bring my camera up here so y'all can see a little bit better. Let me get it moved. Okay, y'all. So, I've got my burner on. I'm letting it get warm. I've got it on medium right now. I'm going to put my nuts, roasted nuts over here. The pecans. Make sure y'all can see good. Okay. So I've got to put my salt in. And I'm going to put So we have a cup of sugar, 2 sticks of butter, and I'm going to put 2 tablespoons of water. One. 2 tablespoons of water. I haven't done salt yet. And 1/4 teaspoon salt. In there. Okay. And now I'm going to start stirring it a little bit. Butter's melting. Butter's melting. I want to melt this. And we've got that sugar in there and the water, and just stir it a little bit. We are going to bring this to a low boil. Let it boil. Melts. Butter's melting. Take a little bit. Just letting that butter melt. See? I gotta let it come to a boil. So you do want it to be on medium heat, or we want it to boil. Now this can get really, really hot, and it can be dangerous if you don't stay with it. Do not leave it. Okay, and we're going to be letting this boil for 20 minutes, and we've got to stay right with it. You have sugar and butter, and we're going to let it get to boil to what they call hard crack stage. And I'm going to tell you about that. So hard crack stage is between 305 and 310 temperature. 305, well, between 305 and 310, I believe, or 300 and 310. Anyway, and that's hard crack. 305, 310 Fahrenheit. So, okay, mine's starting to boil. It's starting to simmer. Come to a boil now. So what I'm going to do now, if you guys have one, I have it's a candy and deep fried thermometer. And that's what I've got. And I can attach it to the pan, or I can hold it with this thing, but I think that would be a pain, so I'm going to attach it to the pan. I want it to keep doing this. And I'm going to put this on my pan, and this here. Okay. And I'm turning it so we can all see this. When it gets up to 300, when it gets to 290, I have to really, really watch it, because so. But it's supposed to boil now for 20 minutes. I'm putting my timer on, and if y'all make it, make sure you use this timer. You start really watching it after 15, really. So, I have my burner on medium. And I am going to be doing this for a good while. I can turn my camera off, but I want to stir it quite often. And I can move my little thermometer as I need to a little bit, but it's fine. But if you have one of these, it's going to help you a lot. If you don't have this, you better really stay with this thing. I mean, keep an eye on it after 15 minutes, or really don't leave it. Do not leave your stove. You stay with it, and after, I would say after like 17 minutes, you'll see. You'll see mine. It's because when it comes up past 290 degrees, it's going to really start coming up real fast. And it will burn the stuff, but it will also come up out of your pan. So I just can't stress that enough. So it can be a very hot mixture. You do not want this on your hands. You don't want it spitting or anything to get on you. I do have some pot holders handy, just in case I need them too. Just let it cook. So what I'll do right now, I just gotta let it cook for 20 minutes to boil, a low boil. I'm hoping you guys can see that. It's really boiling pretty good. Let me check. Put that back on the burner. It didn't like coming off the burner. Okay. I wanted to put it on my small burner since my pan was about that size. I didn't want to put it on that one. But as it gets closer to being done, I'll zoom in or something. But all I can do right now is just stir. It's the same. It's the same. So I'm going to just keep stirring it, and after a few minutes or so, I'll come back. I'll just go ahead and turn my camera off, and I'll let you know when it's changing a little bit, and I'll let you know how long it's been simmering and boiling. Okay? So it's only been 2 minutes so far since I put the timer on. It's just been 2 minutes, but it's already changed a little bit. But this is a really good sugary mixture. Real sugary. And the reason I used a wooden spoon is because if I used a metal spoon, metal, the bottom of it, the heat can actually come up your spoon, and so it'd be hot. Can get hot on the handle. So that's why I'm using a metal one, and because I didn't want to use a plastic one in this, because your plastic one might melt. So don't use a plastic. Okay, it's been 3 minutes. I'm just going to go ahead and turn the camera off for a little bit. I'll turn it back on just a little bit. Okay, y'all. Tried to get the camera closer. I'm hoping that you guys can see this. I have 5 minutes left. So this has cooked for 15 minutes already, and the temperature has come up to 250. It is thicker. It's thicker, but it's not done yet. You know, it's like a real big, thick syrup. It started out thinner, like a syrup, and now it's getting thicker. So in the next 5 minutes, I've got to really watch it. But when it starts getting up to 300. And if you guys don't have one of these, that's why I'm doing the time. That's why I'm telling y'all, I have mine on medium, telling you what to do. So if you don't have a thermometer, as long as you stay with it, you can still, I think you can still do it. I have 4 minutes. See if I can zoom in a little bit. I just don't know what you guys can actually see. My light just went out. Not sure what you guys... Oh, that might work a little better. Sorry about my camera moving around. I just feel like if I do it too close, you can't see it. And I'm just stirring it every once in a while. My clock, it has 4 minutes left. 4 more minutes. But this is not, I'm sorry, this is not at 300 yet. It's got to go up to 300. Can't see that. You'll see how it's getting thicker. It's getting browner too. You see that? Look at that. It's getting brown. Trying to hold my camera so you guys can really see. It doesn't really look brown to me looking through the camera, but it is getting a little bit brown. Just to let y'all know. It kind of looks yellow through the camera. Yeah, see, it's getting thicker. Okay, my temperature's coming up now. It's starting to come up. And gets up there, that's straight up there, that's 300. I don't think you guys can see the numbers, but it's getting up there. So I'm going to set the camera down for a bit. You can still watch. Alright. See how that does. I think this is done, and I do not trust this thing. This thing is not, I do not think this thing is working right. Okay. See, I do not want this to be brown. It's starting to change color. This temperature thing is not working. So when your stuff starts to change color and look a light brown, it's done. Yeah, it is. It's just done. I'm gonna put my vanilla in. This thing did not work, y'all. It says 95 now. It does not work. Mine's not working. It's a brand new thing too. 1 teaspoon vanilla. Woo. Stir this, and I'm gonna get this in my pan real quick because I gotta get it out of this hot pan. Ooh, that's good. I think it's supposed to be a little bit lighter, y'all, but I gotta get it out of my pan, out of this pan. See? It's supposed to be a little lighter. Just a little bit lighter. Okay, so I think I got it out in time. Oh yeah. Okay, now, look at that. Look at that. Yeah, I got it out just in time, y'all. It's actually supposed to be a little bit lighter. So if you see it changing color, then get it off that burner. Get it off that burner. Now, I got to immediately put my pan, and my spoon in the water, in the sink, and get them coated in soapy water, because this hard stuff will not come off of these unless you get it in the sink now. Just scrubbing my pan. Okay, so what I'm doing over there, I had to get my pan down in the water and get that stuff off the side real quick with hot soapy water and a Brillo. Just don't let it get hard. It gets hard on your pan, you can't get it off. Okay, let me fix my camera. Okay, y'all, so this here, we're gonna let it cool completely. Yeah, look at that. Now let it cool. You have to get it out of that pan the second you see a change in color. My thermometer thing did not work. It was a brand new thermometer, so I knew that wasn't right. Anyway, so it got just a smidgen. Just a little, it's caramel looking. It's supposed to be actually a little lighter. But when you see it changing color, get it out of that pan. Get that vanilla in there, stir it up real quick, pour it in here. If you wait, it will be the darkest brown, black, whatever. I've had that happen before. So I've made these. Now, this is supposed to be a little bit lighter. But it's a caramel one. It'll be pretty. It'll be good. You can have it where it's real light color, or you can have it caramel. You just don't want it dark, because that's burnt. It'll have a burnt taste. You don't want it dark. The second you see and realize it's changing color, put that vanilla in it and get it poured in your pan, just like I did, real fast. And then get your pan over there, and make sure you have a towel, or this is hot. Underneath that stuff is hot, real hot. Don't sit it on your countertop. Sit it on a towel Sit on pot holders, sit on something. Don't sit on your thing, because I think that bottom's hot. My pan, I had to immediately get hot soapy water in here and under this spoon, and I used my sponge, the green part of my sponge, to get that off the side real quick. Because once that's in the pan, it's perfectly fine. You have to take care of your pan real quick. And your spoon. Yeah, that'll be fine. Okay. But this is like a hard ball stage. And let me rinse this off. This thing did not work so well for me. It was brand new. It did not work. I did watch the temperature on it. I gotta get this off there. It won't work with just the sponge. You're gonna have to have the green part. Okay, I got it off. Now, this thing, brand new. It didn't even get up to the temperatures it was supposed to get to. 305 and 310, that's hard ball stage. And you start watching it when it's at 290, 290, and it can go up quickly. And I was watching it. This sucker didn't even go up that high. And I just knew from the color, because I made it before, and I know how that can change, it can do that. And you may lose your first batch, especially if your thing don't work either. If you know it's 19, 20 minutes, you know it's done. I mean, it's got to be. It's not going to take longer than that. And now your stove, you may, if you have it turned up higher, then it could get done quicker. So the second you see that it just don't look like it's yellow, it's starting to change. It is so fast. It can happen so fast. But if you see any kind of color change from being the yellow, or you're at 19 minutes, 18, 19 minutes, it's probably done. Like I said, you might lose a batch the first time you try to make this. Don't give up. Don't give up. I have had that happen to me. And when you make, what is that? I'm trying to think of when people make not caramel, peanut brittle. Peanut brittle. I had that happen years ago to me making peanut brittle. It changes so quick from the light color to dark. And you even when you're right there watching it. But don't give up. Because once you've kind of learned the look, and you've made it, it's really good, it's really worth it. Now, the best professional can have that happen to them. Especially if your things don't work. This sucker was brand new. I was watching the time and everything, but I knew what it was supposed to look like, and I knew. So I hope this helps you guys. I hope that helps you. Don't always count on these things. But I'm telling you that these it'll cook between 18 and 20 minutes. But, like I say, different stoves can be a little bit hotter. Especially if you're using a gas stove. All I know, I have an electric stove. I cook on, and I did it on medium, like I know I'm supposed to. And I know it's supposed to be around or close to 20 minutes. And I did have my timer on. That's what helped me, because I had my timer on, I had it on medium, and I knew it was going to change quickly, but I was thinking this thing would tell me right. Nope, nope. So sometimes your gadgets are not the best. You trust your instinct, you trust what you see. If you see that little bit of color that's starting to change, get it off that burner. Get that vanilla in there, get it stirred up, get it out of that hot pan. Pour it in there real quick, and then like I say, get your pan in the sink. It's kind of a process that you have to do real quick. So you kind of got to be aware and be ready to do all that real quick. Make sure you have pot holders and stuff handy. Make sure your vanilla is right there, right ready with your, by the way, I put 1 teaspoon. Forgot to tell y'all that, I was too busy. I put 1 teaspoon of vanilla. That's what I put in there. So I had to get it in there so quick. And yeah, it's gonna be wonderful. Let me check my camera. Oh, okay. My battery's fixing to go, so I'm gonna fix it. Anyway, this is looking good. We gotta let it cool. Let it cool completely. Then we're gonna work with our chocolate and our pecans. Alrighty, let me take care of my camera. Okay, y'all, so now what we've got to do is we're going to get our pecans chopped up in pieces. So we needed a 1/2 cup of pecans. I measured them a 1/2 cup before I put them in there. So it looks like more to me now. Anyway, now this thing likes to come apart. If I do it over here, it shakes my camera. So I have to take it over here. So I don't want it messing my camera all up. And just chop them up. Whatever chopper you have, I'm sure will work fine. I don't want them to be in too little pieces either. I want them to be in not real big, but not real little. So, take that out. Oops. Whole thing came out. Yeah. Now see, with my chopper, I end up with some little bitty ones and some big ones. Not the best chopper in the world, but it's something. So I'll have these ready. Size nuts that you have will work. You just don't want too little, too fine. So, yeah, just do one like that. Alrighty, that's all I need right there. Good knife. We are going to use 6 ounces of our chocolate. I happen to have the semi-sweet chocolate. You can use a little bit of semi-sweet, a little bit of bittersweet, kind of like 3 ounces one, 3 ounces of another, depending on how much sweetness or bitterness you like in chocolates. So, but for me, I like the semi-sweet. I like the sweet. This is what I've got today, so that's what I'm using. But we need 6 ounces of whatever you want. And just kind of, you know, or like I said, 3 of one kind, 3 of another. That work too. A big cut, right? So it's about 3/4 of a cup. Is about what we need. can use a whole cup if you like. But you do want at least 3/4 cup. But if you have a whole cup, that'd be perfectly fine too. Okay, so we'll put it in that. We're going to put it in the microwave and melt it, and then just stir it like every minute or whatever you want, every 50 seconds. You can put it on 50% power and then stir it every minute, or you can put it on high and just kind of stir it and check it more often. And yeah, and just stir it with a fork, and it should take a couple of minutes, and then we'll be putting our toffee together with our chocolate and our nuts. Alrighty? Okay, everybody. So I decided to go ahead and put my toffee in the fridge for a little bit. So it's been a little while. It's been, I guess, about 30 minutes, and it's not cooled off enough. It's supposed to be completely cooled. So if you need to, unless you have plenty of time to let it just sit and wait, then you can put it in the fridge for a little bit. Don't do it immediately. First, at least let it cool off for about 30 or 40 minutes sitting, and then you can put it in the fridge for maybe 30 minutes. Then that'll work. But let it sit out first for 30 to 40 minutes, then put it in the fridge for about 30 minutes. Okay? Then we'll work on putting some other stuff on it. Okay? Now I wanted to speed up the time a little bit. So be back. 30 minutes. Hey everybody. I'm back. Now, I had that in the fridge, and I got busy today, so it's sat in the fridge for a good while. So anyway, probably in, well, an hour and a half maybe, but it didn't have to sit in the fridge that long. It just needs to cool down, to be cooled. And but anyway, it's perfectly fine, and I'm going to melt our chips. So I'll put them in the microwave for probably a minute at a time, and stir it. Put it back in the microwave again, so you'll see. I just want to get them melted good. Let that do. Time I walk over here and back, it'll be beeping. Anyway, our nuts, this is the perfect size. Some of them are real small, and others are bigger. It just depends on what kind of chopper you have, or if you have to use a Ninja or your blender or whatever you want to use, or if you just chop them. That'll take a little while, which I've done. Anyway, so this will be perfect, and this here is going to be great. Now, it's pretty solid. It's pretty solid since I stuck it in the fridge. I had it in there, but you could have just let it sit out on the counter and let it thoroughly cool off, for a while, an hour or whatever. I just decided to put it in the fridge because I had some other things to do anyway, and that worked for me. Put it back in there. Mine melted. It's good and hot. It's hot. Just stirring up them the little chocolate chips. That we used about 3/4 cup of chocolate chips. I'll smush them up. I don't want to put it in the microwave too long, because it can make it too thick. We just wanted to melt them, so that worked out good. Because the rest of these I'm able to just smush up, and it's doing perfect. Because the microwave, when you melt your chocolate and do things in the microwave, especially if you're doing it on full power, it can dry them up. It makes it too thick, and it cooks them. You don't want that. We just wanted them melted. That only took 1 minute. It only took 1 minute. Okay, so I got a spoon, and I'm going to spoon these on top of our yummy toffee. With all this together, the way that I'm fixing it, y'all are gonna love it. It's so good. It is so good. Yummy. Yummy. My chocolate will work. Okay. Let's see what y'all can see. Okay. Yeah, I thought I'd do that. Bring it up close and you guys could see this. Get this chocolate on there. My chocolate's already trying to cool off on me. Y'all, this is gonna be so good. It's so good. Yum. I love making things like this. Things that are so good and different. You know, they're different than things that you can get in the grocery store or something. So it's special, you know. It just is. Oh, this is so good. Chocolate. Okay, now I'm going to put our nuts on there. Oops. I prefer big pieces instead of all the little ones, but my food chopper, that's just what it wanted to do. It made little pieces too. But these will taste great. They taste great. Just turn it as you need it. Works easier for me to turn my pan like this. Ooh, y'all, this is gonna be so good. Yes. Yes, it is. Look, it did take every bit of that. I wondered if I had too much or not, but yeah, look at that. I love it. Love it. That looks pretty good. That looks pretty good. Oh, I forgot. I gotta press it down a little bit. Yeah, I do want to press it down a little bit, the nuts into the icing, just so they'll stay put. Stay put. Because after it gets hardened up, and we go to break it into pieces, then we want the nuts, the pecans, yeah, to stay in place. We don't want them to be all loose. So I'm just lightly pushing them into that icing chocolate. But y'all, this always tastes so good. I know that you're gonna like it. I really do. So think I got them pushed down in there now. Y'all just work with it. You'll know when you're doing yours. Yummy! Okay, I think that's pretty good. Yay! I got a few little pieces of chocolate trying to come up, but that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Okay, y'all. So now, y'all remember to toast your pecans in the beginning, unless your package says that they're already toasted. So just read the package, see if they need toasted or not, and but you'll be putting them in your on top of the chocolate like that. So anyway, doesn't that look good? Yeah. Oh yeah. So now I've got to put this in the fridge again for about, you can do it at least 40 minutes, but you really should do it for about an hour or something. It's till the chocolate sets. So you want your chocolate set on top of that toffee stuff. So let it sit in there for 40 minutes or an hour. It's up to you how long. You can leave it in there longer if you want to. But I think an hour is pretty good. 50 minutes to an hour. But I think an hour is pretty good. I want to thank you guys for watching and watching all the way through. I love doing all these different videos, especially on some of the really special treats, desserts like this. And toffee is kind of a difficult thing to master. But if you can get past the first part, you'll do okay. You'll be fine. You might have to do it a couple of times. Making peanut brittle or toffee and getting the timing right when you're boiling it and then getting ready to put it in the pan, it can be a little bit tough to master. But once you got it, oh my goodness, it's worth it. Don't give it up. Just keep trying. Try again if you have to. But if y'all watched what I did, and I think that y'all can do it. I think that you will enjoy it. And yeah, let me know if you guys make it. And or just tell me if you enjoyed the video, you learned a little bit of something. And subscribe to my channel. That's always good. It helps me out so very much. And I really do appreciate it when y'all spend the time watching my videos and when you subscribe, because that really helps me. It means a lot. And I enjoy putting these videos out there. I'm putting them out all the time. I put out main dishes, side dishes, soups, salads, casseroles, breads, everything I can think of, desserts, pies. So I'm trying to put out all kinds of cool stuff. I like to try to put out some of the different things. I like making pies and brownies and cakes and all that, but I like putting out some different things for y'all. And I'll keep trying to do that. Things like this, or old-fashioned recipes and stuff that I have, that I come across. And I like sharing them with y'all. So let me know how y'all like them. Let me know if y'all are interested in them. So, yeah. Subscribe to my channel. Let me know what you think. Thank you so very, very much for watching. Yeah. Hey y'all. I just wanted to say, yes, you do need to cover it when you put it in the fridge too, okay? Especially depending on how long you might happen to have it in the fridge. If you leave it in the fridge overnight, make sure you cover it with saran wrap or something. So, alrighty. Yeah, so I'm going to put it in the fridge for at least an hour. And I hope y'all really like y'all's. So, thank you. toffee is ready. Yeah, y'all. This is going to be wonderful. So I had it in the fridge, covered. It stayed in overnight. And I've had it out for a little while, so it's at room temperature now. And, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, y'all, that's going to be wonderful. Yeah, I'm excited. Yeah, I want some. So, we are going to just pull this metal wrap up, and then we're just going to break it into pieces so we can just kind of hold it. Now what I'm going to kind of do is fold some of this over, so just in case some of the nuts, some of the pecans and stuff kind of pop loose off the chocolate, then they'll stay inside of it. So I'm just going to kind of do that, and I'm going to just bend it. Ooh, I felt it. Yeah. Because I don't want to dislodge all the, nuts on the pecans. It's breaking all over the place. Not necessarily where I think it's going to break. Oh, this is going to be good. I know it is. Oh my gosh. I'm so excited, y'all. Oh yeah. Oh, it just breaks where it wants to. Oh my goodness. Okay. I think it's feeling good. It's not real hard. It's hard snug like it should be. Oh, kind of some good sized big pieces here. Here's a little broke. You can kind of control how you want to break yours and what kind of pieces. Okay. Trying to break mine in kind of some medium size. Some small, some medium size. About what I got here. Oh my. I'm going to start putting them on my plate. So yeah, ooh y'all. Ooh. I can't wait to show my hubby. He's going to like these. Wow, they're so pretty. This is so cool. And it was really easy to make. It wasn't hard at all. Was it? Was it? This is so special, y'all. To me it is. To be able to make things like this. This is so cool. I love making things. Y'all know I do. Oh yeah. I love this. This is so great. I'll put it over there in just a moment. I've still got some more to get out. Ooh-wee, y'all. Yay. It makes a good amount. Oh, I love it. Love it. Your own homemade toffee. Oh, yes. This is so great. There we go. Love it. My. Y'all can make this at Christmas or, you know, any kind of get together. Yeah. I'm going to bring this over there and let you guys see this. This is so great. This is just absolutely wonderful. I think it is. Y'all know how I love making good stuff now. This is special. This is some special stuff. Put that up there. It looks so cool. Yeah. I'll break that one. There we go. Yeah. Oh, I love it. nuts. I'll just pick them up and bite them. You know it. Oh yeah. Whoops. Now, let me show you guys how good this looks. Look at that. That's what we made. I hope you'll make it. I really do. Yeah, look at that. To have it yourself. Make it yourself. And yeah, just stay right with that pot. And you know, you want to catch it in time. Don't let it get too dark. If you do it a couple of times, it's worth it. It is. And first time you make it, you'll learn from it. You may have to do it again. This is wonderful. This is just wonderful. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that, y'all. Oh, I hope y'all can see. I know my camera don't really show up close too well. It's got the light back and the chocolate nuts on top. Oh, y'all, this is gonna be wonderful. This is just absolutely wonderful. Oh, thank you. Woo-wee. Our Father in heaven, I thank you for helping me to make another good dish. Good sweets here. Father, thank you for my viewers. Thank you for my family and all my loved ones. Father, thank you for everything you give me. Thank you for the talents of helping me to make these good dishes and all kinds of good stuff. Thank you. I'm so grateful. Father, I ask that you bless all of us and take good care of all of us. Keep us healthy and safe. And guard, guide, and protect all of us. Help us to be the kind of people you want us to be. Thank you, Father, for your Son. And thank you for blessing us and watching over us. I pray these things in Jesus' name. Amen. Okay. I'm going to try one of these, y'all. Oh, yeah. All right. Okay, yeah. I'll show y'all one more time before I take one off my plate. They're so pretty like this. Isn't that beautiful? I can't wait till you guys try this. I hope that y'all do. It's really easy to do. It just takes a little bit of time, and it's no harder than anything else we do. So, yeah, try it. Make you some. Yeah. So, oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. Which one do I get? I get a good one. Ah. Crunchier apart. Oh wow. Wow. Crunchy. Well, I'm gonna tell you what, it's tasty. Oh my goodness. That's good. That is good. You guys, please make it. It's that good. It's, like I said, if you have trouble the first time, please don't give up. Do it again. You may waste some butter, 2 sticks of butter, but it's good. I've done that before. It's worth it. Just keep doing it. You'll get better at it. Oh man. I don't know what I'm gonna serve this Christmas. Might get together. I'm taking some of them. Except I'll have to make about 4 times that much. Wow. It's just crunchy enough. It breaks apart. And then you can kind of chew on it, suck on it. That toffee. But with this chocolate and the nuts on top too. Oh man, it's just wonderful. It's better than a candy bar. Y'all are going to be so proud of yourselves if you make this. Just stay with that pan. I just can't emphasize that enough. Really watch it. Really watch it. Oh, wow. I think it was like 20 minutes. I think mine, it was more like started changing at 18 minutes. It really depends on your heat. And the thing is, all stoves are a little bit different. So that's why you've got to watch for that color change. If it starts looking like it's a different color, get it off that burner, especially if it's like 18, 19 minutes, you know, into it. I'm glad it's not any harder. I wouldn't be able to eat it. Oh man, you hear me crunching? It'll kind of break, and then it just kind of falls into some pieces in my mouth. Oh man, that's good. I don't like candies that's too terribly hard. This here, I do have to bite it, but then it kind of crunches and falls apart and just melts, and not melts. The chocolate melts, of course, but the other stuff, it melts fairly quick. You just want to bite and kind of crunch it up. It's melting there. Yum. Yum. I just held it too long. I did. I'm eating it. I'm eating it. Oh my goodness. I can't wait to give one of these to my hubby. Y'all are going to love this. I'm going to be attacking another one in a minute. I don't care if it melts on my hands or not. That stuff's good. You guys, y'all got to try to make it. You got to try to make it. I know that you'll like it. It's worth it. And I know some of you are going to miss that timing. And it's going to get dark brown. And then it's going to turn black. Brown. Real dark brown. But you can't eat it. That's burnt. It'll have a burnt taste. You've got to try it, and you've got to learn that timing, like on your stove, or you'll get the look to where you know it's starting to change. And like I say, you may do it a time or two, but it's worth it. If you have to throw that first thing away, and that waste those 2 sticks of butter, go ahead and make it again. Go ahead and make it again, and watch real careful when you get about 17, 18, 19 minutes. And be ready when you see that color change. Get it off the stove, get that vanilla in it. I'm going to tell you again. But, because it's that good. This is that good. You need to try this. And you would be so proud of yourself when you do it. And just do like I did. And like I said, I have done that before. It happens that quick. You have to really watch it. But, yeah, this is wonderful. So when you see it, that real light cream start to change color, that's when you want to get it off that burner. Get it off that burner. Yeah. So I hope y'all like it. I hope you try it. And if you like it, give me a thumbs up. And leave me a comment. Tell me what you think. Tell me if you tried it. Tell me if you messed up the first time, because that can happen easily. And just don't give up. And subscribe to my channel. That really helps. Remember, I'm putting out all kinds of good stuff every week. I'm putting out main dishes, side dishes, vegetables, salads. I put out some pies and my cobblers. I'm putting out cookie bars and cookies and everything I can think of. So subscribe to my channel and you'll get notifications every time I put something out. So, and I really, really do appreciate you guys watching, especially watching them all the way through. I know that they're long, but I appreciate y'all watching and commenting, and I really appreciate y'all subscribing, because that really does help me. So thank you. Thank you for watching. Thank you very, very much. As always, bye.